Hello Mom and Dad Meet World. So this is going to be about our third time making this particular video, and this is talking about the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which you see right here, and the iPhone 13 mini, which you also see right here. So I want to point out some of the very obvious differences, and one of those is going to be size. You can see here that the 16 Pro Max is quite a bit bigger than the 13 mini. Like, how much bigger? Oh, almost twice as big. It is a big beefy phone, but absolutely nothing wrong with having a larger phone. I think each is good and very capable for what they do. I would almost think about the 16 Pro Max as more of a power user phone compared to the 13 mini, which is your very everyday take with you phone because of its beautiful handy size. I believe you've got a 5.8 inch screen here and a 6.7 inch screen on the 16 Pro Max. This is much bigger than the 13 mini in the 16 Pro Max. And with the display, you also get ProMotion, 120 Hertz ProMotion technology, which if you are scrolling is if you are maneuvering your phone or maneuvering around with your phone, touching the display in any way, it will seem very much so quicker, more fluid, and just more responsive with that 120 Hertz ProMotion display. That ProMotion display is so good. We've used it ever since it had come out on the first iPhones, and to go back to using a non-ProMotion iPhone, you do feel it, or it could just be in my head, but it does feel quicker. So with this right here, with it being so small, it does have advantages of being so small. You can take it with you pretty much anywhere and everywhere. Put it in your coat pocket, your shirt pocket, your pants pocket, any pocket pretty much you want. But with the size, smaller display, so it may be a little bit harder to read. No ProMotion display on this, but you still do get a beautiful color accurate OLED display. But again, you are losing out on that ProMotion. So as far as like sticking to the size part, with the 16 Pro Max being bigger and the 13 mini being smaller, the 13 mini, you do have that smaller battery also. With the Pro Max, you have a big giant battery, or at least giant for what the phone is, especially compared to the 13 mini. And with that battery combined with the A18 Pro chip in the 16 Pro Max, you've got that battery plus added efficiency. So what does that mean? It means you're going to get way more screen on time, way more usability on the 16 Pro Max than you do on the 13 mini. So to give you an example, we have not had home internet for about a week now, and with the 16 Pro Max, I'm able to turn this into a Wi-Fi hotspot and tether, making this our internet for 8 to 10 hours a day plus normal phone use, and I can do that all on one charge. Yes, I was down to about 1, 2, 3% or so at the end of the day. However, with this particular model, it will go down to turn off basically in about 3 hours maximum if we use this. And we have as a Wi-Fi hotspot, you do have to have a power source, battery bank, MagSafe charger close to you if you want to use this for any sort of long-term use, like Wi-Fi tether or hotspot or GPS. Now the thing with the Pro Max, yes, it does have a newer battery than this, obviously, because this had just come out and this is a few years old. But that A18 Pro efficiency is definitely on display. Those efficiency cores definitely do work with that advanced silicon with the 16 Pro Max. That's just going to be the technology advances. So one of the main reasons why I had wanted to make this video is because I had just switched over my secondary number to the 16 Pro Max also. Secondary phone number. So I used to carry this with my secondary phone number. Now I just carry this with 2 phone numbers, and we had stopped doing this at the end of the 15 Pro Max. So when we transitioned over, both phone numbers just went to the 16 Pro Max from the 15 Pro Max. So This I will no longer be carrying, and this is going to go as a trade-in directly to Apple for a gift card. With this particular model too, I should add that these are both 256 gig models. There has been no storage issue with this one, and there has not been a storage issue with the 15 Pro Max, nor will I think there will be with the 16 Pro Max. Another thing too is going to be the cameras. So not only is it physically different with having the 2 camera here versus the 3 camera module, you have more resolution with up to a 48 megapixel photo here as opposed to the 12. Now the thing is, it's not only about the megapixels, but it's also about the quality of the photos. And the 16 Pro Max has proven itself to be quite a beautiful, beautiful smartphone slash camera with taking all of these photos. Plus you do have that 5x optical zoom, and then you've also got capability for action mode, so it takes that ultra wide camera and you can really just walk around with it, and you have very usable, stable footage. And I'm not saying you can't do that with this, but with this having that action mode, it is very, very helpful. Then the other thing that we can talk about too is with the 16 Pro Max, you've also got this right here. So you've got USB-C 3.2, very high-speed USB-C transfer speeds, and as opposed to Lightning. And with the Lightning, you've got USB 2 speeds. So as far as like a camera setting goes, you can actually hook up an external solid-state drive and record ProRes log, so very, very high quality ProRes 4K footage on the 16 Pro Max to an external storage device, and it will look almost identical. Almost, I know sensor sizes and all that, but it will look very, very similar to a mirrorless camera like we're using right here, and it will be a very, very satisfactory, very satisfying experience if you do use that option right there, where the option is simply not available with the 13 mini. And the thing is, with the 13 mini too, you are limited to not only your slower speeds with the Lightning, with it being 2024, a lot of accessories use USB-C, so you can just plug and play. Like if you're charging your MacBook with USB-C, you can charge this with USB-C also. Both have wireless charging via MagSafe, which is the preferred method of charging. But I guess what I'm trying to say is it's the pros that outweigh the cons in terms of the 16 Pro Max in the size really being the only con, but the pros outweigh it with the bigger battery, the more efficient A18 Pro chip. Again, with that bigger battery combined, you get a long-lasting phone, the camera improvement features, the 120 Hertz ProMotion display on here, plus the USB-C. It really is worth the upgrade, at least for myself. And I'm saying if you have a 13 mini and you absolutely love the size, stick with it, because you just can't compare the two, because one is just so physically bigger than the other, and it's really an impossible comparison. The only thing I do gotta say with the 13 mini when I was using this as my daily driver is I did have to bring a MagSafe or a additional battery pack for when this did die on me, the battery, about half to 3/4 of my way through my day with heavy use. With light use, you can get away with a full day of use. With the 13 mini, at least I could, and it was not a issue. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Our third time making it, and it's still a little bit on the clumsy side, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps out our channel. And until next time, we say goodbye to the 13 mini, but thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you later. Bye for now.